Okay, so here I am, I'm back in here. Now, it looks like that there are even more mobs. Now, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to quickly run over here, kill the skeleton, and it doesn't look like it was that successful, but at least I killed the spider, and then I also killed the skeleton afterwards. But there's already another skeleton, and there are a lot more skeletons than I remember. There's already another one right next to me again. And I may actually die because of the surplus of skeletons that are inside of this cave. Now, it looks like I did survive, barely. And I also lost half a hunger. So it's already going to be more difficult to regenerate my health. So, let's venture even further into the mine. And it looks like there is another cave right there. But there's also a skeleton inside of it. So, we'll go ahead and go over here, make sure there's no baddies, because it would be a shame if I'm mining and then a creeper sneaks up right behind me. Oh cool, there's a ravine. And bats. I actually haven't seen bats, naturally. Now I have seen them throughout the game, just not naturally spawned. So there we go. We have some iron. It's not that much though. Now I would like to get a nice set of armor, but I did run out of torches. And it looks like this cave has more than enough iron to help me cook all of this iron and other materials that I'm going to be using it for. Now there is some iron in the ceiling that I didn't notice earlier. That makes it a lot easier to get close to my goal. Now, if I'm sounding a little bit scruffy, it's because recently I've actually been sick, so it messed up with my goal to release a video every single day since I started. But it was bound to happen, and I didn't expect to actually be able to pull it off at the very beginning. Luckily in the future I won't have any more delays. So I'm going to go ahead and get this coal. Now I have 9 iron, so I can create any iron object I please. Now I actually don't have that much cobblestone on me, so I'm going to have to mine a little bit so I can just mine it down here, because it would be nice to get some armor. And remember, right-clicking with an arrow doesn't do anything, and it certainly does not place a workbench. Don't worry about that, that was just my phone. So if you think I have AOL, I really don't. It's just the mail tone I have set. Now it looks like that there is a cave over there. But there's also a skeleton right there, and he's really going to mess up my day, unless of course I can make a protective bridge. So, it looks like I almost have enough iron to make something more worthwhile. But, as I said, what I actually want is a nice chest plate. So I'm going to have to wait a bit for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and make a bridge across into that other cave. And I can actually take some of this coal that's in there and turn it into more torches. Now I'll go ahead and put it in there, so if I die with it, it'll be in a safe place. Now I'll get at least 20 cobble to start with, because I don't think that a small amount will actually get me there. So I'm actually going to... This is going to be a little tricky, because there's a skeleton down there, and he wants to put his arrow into my head. But I don't want his arrow in my head. So I'll make a makeshift bridge with railings so I can't get shot off. Now, 20 cobblestone wasn't enough, but the iron is also done now. And I am now 5 levels since I died. So, there we go. I now have the most protection I can get out of iron armor with only 1 piece. So I'm going to go ahead and snatch some of this cobblestone or stone right here. Oof. I don't actually have anything to fill that up, so this will have to do. I also don't want to fall down there, so I'll leave that there just so I know what's down there if I ever forget that there's a ravine, which I don't think I will, but you never know. Now, there seems to have been a lighting error, and there's lots of lava, and there's also 2 creepers right next to it. Now that was a bit of a surprise, and lag seems to be getting the best of me. And there's also this weird area over here. So I'll go ahead and place some torches throughout this cave. And it sounds like one of the creepers just died. Now, let's get this guy out of the way. And there's yet another ravine. It could be the same one, but the chances of that, I find it very unlikely, because this one stretches out that way, and this one seems like it's a beginning. So let's go ahead and get going. But by the looks of it, they may actually join together. Now, we can't forget to put some torches down, because I keep forgetting that I have torches on me, even though there's a nice amount right there, enough to maybe fill up a moderate house. Now we have even more, but it won't do. I already have a chest piece, but I would like to get the full set. So that way, there's nothing that can really hurt me too much. But now, let's go into this other cave that we saw. And it seems to be a dead end. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these torches again, so I won't be wasting any, and then put some cobblestone here. I guess the only option now is to try going down there, which I will. I just need to get this guy into the lava, or at least kill him. And it seems to be that it was successful. So let's go into the rest of this cave. It doesn't seem to be that big, but it does have some coal. Of course, there's coal everywhere, but why not get this coal out of the way? Because I don't think I'll ever be wanting to go back here unless I absolutely have to. Now this is a little bit neat, because I was actually planning on grabbing this coal that was right here anyway. So it seems that it was the same vein. Now that was a little bit of a newbie mistake, but quick patchwork did that up. And let's venture downward. Now I'll go ahead and see how much time I have left. Well, now I have a little bit more time than I normally would, but I still don't want to be going over the limits. So, I shall stop right here, and I will see you guys for the next part, which the next part is probably just going to be a continuation from right here. See you then.